Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get the party started. Let's get some cakes a moving, get some points a screaming. So, we're back here now again. It's Sunday night, last night of the week. How's everybody doing? So, as per the last bit of discussion last night, we have like 1,000 ish pieces of that. So, we're gonna load into the game here now. We're gonna clean up our little buildings. That's pretty much all done. We gotta clean up to do with those. We got some belts to upgrade. So we're probably gonna clean up our buildings, fix our upgrade to belts. But we're probably gonna first start with finishing the belt for quick wire. Get that sent in there. Get dealt with. So let's go get the quick wire belt. Sweet. Parachute drop is ready already. Okay, do I even have the chainsaw on board? Yes, but I have no fuel. So we're gonna run through here. We were looking at a few things last night, a few things configured. We've got all those lined up in the modeler. That's going to be a fun task. I'm probably going to set up a system for them, because like that's a lot of villains. Might as well open the monitor while we're at it. So I was going to do that. I don't know which screen it's going to open up on. Let's open up here. That's 124. Yeah, like 124. You really want to put it like 124 of them out? Like, no. I don't even know how many of them assemblers you can fit on a certain square. We need 100 chainsaw fuel because they need to go over here. Prep the area for that line, and then we'll go back and grab the line. The line is like right about there, and bring it around to the end here. But so you mean I got 124 assembler? Like, yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna drop that right in here. Because this side seems a little full. Yeah, because it wouldn't be high. Yeah. We'll drop that in right here. Oh, that's cool. Trying to get the... Okay, so this looks like it's all cleared away. Okay. A little bit up there, got to clear away. But I decide what height I'm putting the platform at. Not bad, not bad. Since this mound is here, I guess you'd be putting it more or less close on that height. Which would be a little different height, but at least it would be... Because you can't do it this height because there's nothing here this height. You could do this part, but then you're way over. Okay, so we'll do it a little bit higher, which we can always make stairs out to that height, which is fine. It'll just be like one bin higher. Oh, easily one bit higher. It's that height. Okay, so it's that height. So you're off like... Oh yeah, but it took one bin higher. It's perfect. So just get this platform ready to go. So I can drop it in the... end point, and then not necessarily work back to the bins, just know where you're dropping it. Which might help me fix this area here too if I need to decide if I'm going this way more or I'm going that way more. That's not slooping. This is where I was going to bring the iron over first instead of bringing it over to here and then run it underneath. Run it in underneath here, out to there kind of thing. But it would be weird because you would end up just literally running it. I'm not using any material right now. I just as well keep that circling. How many? That keeps all that fuel stuff running. Like, there's another 12 tickets there. I don't even think there's 12 tickets left in the game to take, to use. Okay, so... we're going to decide what we're doing with that. That's the little workable bits that you have little bits to work on kind of thing. So let's go out through here now and grab our belt system and run it back across. Yeah, I did zap a bit out of here. No big deal. Amazing that's still pouring in. Because there's one over there that's just slower feeding out. One of the tasks I have to go over and do is up their speed rate. Okay, so like I said, that one's coming in there. That's all figured out. So we're just gonna... So these ones here were built just for that. Okay, so we're gonna then grab 7. Not sure why it's tripping out, but yeah. So then see, that's the quick wire plant then done. So like natural gas is done, oil is done, power is basically done, steel pipes and beams are done. I just need to do, yeah, concrete is done. Yeah. I have a mass quantity of concrete. Like hundreds and hundreds of pieces of concrete. So if I ever need concrete, it's just 2 or 3 spots right here. It's 2. Now I could, you know, pipe it across and run it in that it comes into one of the buildings, but there's, like I said, there's all kinds of nodes over here too that I've never, like I said, I'm not maximizing. I was thinking I would be able to The reason I did that, I was thinking I would be able to stand on the rock. Clearly not. That's not good. So like here, that's smelters. Like you do something like this. So looking at this here, that's 8. So, you know, if I got 100 and that's the thing too, see, so if you gotta line up with, if you do a building of them, you'd have to do a certain number of them. Like, I think it's like 46 for the first one. So, like, if you would get 10, which then, you know, you could do 4 buildings of 10, which wouldn't be too bad. So I'm pretty sure you could get. That's one of the things that I have to work on. That I might do here now at once. Do a little bit of this. We did a little bit of that, and then do some building on the build plate. Do some building on the build plate. Okay, so because I don't think you can get. You might know. See, that's the thing. If you weren't bending it, because like those ones the ones I did over there is a bin in, a bin out, but that takes up 2 more squares. So if you could do, you get me thinking now. We may have to scroll off and go do some scrolling on that. That's sweet. Lined up far enough that I did 2, so I'm thinking if I go maybe right here-ish, maybe we'll get 2 of them on the go, because that's what's taking the time. Well, the thingies are up for some reason. I don't know what I was doing building that many. I guess I just built a certain number. That was, beginning me, thinking about end me. We're almost to the turn too, so we're almost to the turn. Whee. Yeah, we're probably here now in a few minutes or so. Go. And do a little build magic and see what we can get into. Because you could do it like that too. It's hard to say, because... true. Get some really tight, clean building done. Okay, yeah, so that's going to that, going that way. Yeah, because it's fun to watch someone build, but it's fun to someone watch. Watch the understanding of what you're doing. Because once the quick wire is done, I've got probably 3 or 4 hours work off camera to finish the buildings over there. And then alright. So we're probably gonna go do some build plating magic here now, I think. So we're to there. We only got there. 3 or 4 links to come up to the platform. So, yeah. We're going to see what kind of magic we can do on that regard. And we'll see what we can get into. We can just save the build plate and, load the other one and finish it. Yeah, so you go. Probably going to end up bringing it in. Bring it in right here. So that we can have, if we need to bring in any more materials, we can bring it in, throw it in like the, stack on the back 40 kind of thing. So this is basically what a build plate is. So if you don't build floor here, there is no floor. So you might as well start with floor, because then no matter where you build it, it already has floor. Which that was a mistake I did on my build, and there's no way of fixing it other than to rebuild it. So on this one, I'm going to build a floor. So like the big buildings over there, that's basically like 2.0 build plate. So it's a 5x5 square. So 5x5 square, keeping it in the building, which that's another whole conversation. We need to do constructors. Because constructors, we'll build one out here to demonstrate. We're building plates and rods, which also needs screws, which that's another whole catastrophe in itself. Because you use rods to make screws, which Get a little trinky poo there. So I don't know how, like, when I originally built them, they were box in, box out. So if we build them all, let's just say, okay, so let's start on the build plate right here. How many of them can I get across? Jamming them in. More if I had material, but good thing is all the material I need is right here. That's what I'm saying. Like, so, like, I could build another one of these just for reinforced iron plates, which, might be a good idea. So that's what I say. If I just did constructors across, yeah, constructors across the deck. How many of them would I get jamming them in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you could get you got them, they're literally jammed right in the constructors would construct it through a wall, but okay, so you would get, you did the constructors the same as we did the, I'm guessing. We're gonna try it here now. If it lets me run the, where it lets me run the floor, probably gonna be, because running the floor there, it's gonna literally cut everything off. So really, truly, that needs to come up to be, we'll see with our height. Now, I'm fine with building right to the top and then have to put the roof on, but the other ones I built, the roof was in the building. How I built it was, there was a floor like this, then there was a pipe floor, and then there was another floor of buildings. And the reason I did it that way was then the pipes from these ones went up, the pipes from those ones went down. Which then then it allowed one pipe floor for two. Okay, so that Light then is in the. Is it okay? So that's probably. So this is predicament you get into. So you gotta, but that's what that's bin in, bin out. See, you're gonna build 100 of them. That's where you want to know. Could you do it that way? A B C D E. Let's try A first here. Okay, so then. Okay, so it would be bins. This style would be bins in, bins out. Alright, so then put 5 more of them lining up. There, okay. That will work. I really don't care. I just need. I'm not going to build them all this right now for this experiment. I'm not going building them all anyway. So. So it's So they're started like what? We got like 2 tiles. Built around here. Built a little hair over the 2 tiles. Okay. So they're built like right here. Yeah, they're built right here. So. No, they're built like right here. Yeah. Okay, so they built right on top of each other then? Okay, yeah. Since I didn't build the build plate all the way over. So that's what I'm saying, there's... That would give me then 10. So like to build 40, I would build 4 little houses. That wouldn't be too bad. Per se. then technically speaking, I do have enough room that, like I said, if I build it within building the roof is simple as anything to put on it. Would I be able to build 15? Which, because in 15 would, like 30. Build 40 things would be 4 buildings, 30, 60, 90. But then the thing is I only need to build 40, so if I build... Okay. If I'm going to do that, I'd have to build... I'd have to build 10. We double the capacity, which I don't think would be hard to do. I don't think it would be hard to do. Okay. Sweet, because I think that pretty sure that stuff zoops at 10. Yes. So like that's the thing with the design of the object. How do you obviously won't let me build outside the build plate, so it wouldn't let me click onto it to flick it, to zoop it. So that's what I'm saying. So to do the no roof, can I get with a bin in and out process? How many can I get in this? If I can get 20, because literally right now that's 10. That's 10 with no roof. So how much builder is it? How bigger is the build plate? There's 10. Okay, there's 20. Okay, so you could get... No, because that would be then... No. That would be 20. Build one building like this, which is 10. So you just put a roof up here and then build the other one for 20. And that's a bin in and out. That's easy to do then. The 20 wouldn't have the piping. Because that's with no mixing floor. Wouldn't have no mixing floor. So it'd been in and been out. You'd have nowhere to mix it. And 20 of them. $30. So as much as you can be able to do it. Because that'd be 20. That'd be 600. That could be doable too. You'd still save time. Then on the other side too, is there a need then to have that much in and out? Well, the machines would never stop, and if they ran out of material, it would take a long time for it to fill back up. Because it would have, if you built 20 of them in the thing, that's 48. So it'd be 48 times 20. That'd be 960 pieces. Almost 2,000 pieces the building would hold. Because you'd have 960 on one side, 960 on the other. So she would run for... So... 960... She could run for 32 minutes. No. That would be 960 stacks. Under? $200. Yeah, there's no need to have all that. That's almost 200,000 pieces. That means the machine could stop running and it would run for over an hour and make a... I think it would run for like 2 hours without running out of material? Is there, do I need to have? Because then, see, if I did that, I could run. The mixing could be built in here. It's split. You could run like each floor. Then I wouldn't need to worry about the mixing. I would just put the roof on it after, and then I wouldn't have to have storage. If I wanted to, I probably could run 3 or 4 bins of storage for each floor. It would, have, instead of having 5 bins, I only have like 2 right here, and that's what it would feed into. Do 3. So that would be then give me, yeah. That would give me then 20, which I think 20 would be a lot. Because then it wants to build like on our. That's what I'm saying. See, you got 52 here, so you'd only need 20, 40, and then a 10 with a mixture. Here it's 70, so 20, 40, 60, and then you have to build a 10. So you would have to build a 10, which that would cut down on a lot of stuff. Yeah, build a 20 and build a 10. Build a 20 and build a 10, and then you just the 10 you could put a couple more on top to give you the 2 or 3 that you needed extra, which would work out fine. Even if I built a 2 or 3 on the side, instead of because now you're talking all this space. It's not taken up on constructors doing rods. 20 of them is in a building together, which is only a 5x5 square. Yeah, I'm liking that. This one would be bigger, we just won't build a roof on it. And build a roof on it after. Yeah, because then that would give you then enough room, like I said, to configure it on this side. Which you probably could do that too, which would be a big build height, a big build yeah, so then that would be that would be your 4th floor right there. Yeah, your 4th floor would be up there, so you'd have that would be build 20. So we'll have to figure that out. So we're doing plates. She wants 30. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. So 150 on belts. Yeah, see, this is what I was thinking. So you're up to at least tier 3. It's 150. That's gonna suck. Because we've got 480 coming in here, and we need 600. 4 and 4 is 8. You can't. You would be able to splurge them. So 240, you have 480. You need 600 per the building. Yeah, you need one. Yeah, but right now, see, we have, for example, like this one here. So right now we have 2 lines of 480 coming across. $160. That's 20 short. No, 40 over. This is where you get into having a mess. Yeah, so you'd have to have. True. 20, 40, and 15, and just let them. Yeah, that's about what you're going to get too, because you won't be able to. Because you're going to have 4 lines, 5 lines coming in, and 20, 40, 20, 40, have 3 buildings, 4 lines. So, and maximum you can run on a line is 780. Yes. I need 600, which just works. It's just. I need 600 per building. But you could just. But then not having the bins in, the bins out. you're gonna be running one full belt to it of 480, which is not gonna be enough because 480 is only gonna give me could do that. That would work. No, because that would be you're running a full belt of 480. I'm just thinking, would it be easier to do two, not do 4 floors, just do two? Then that would be 300, but you're still 150 over. So 3 floors would give you $450. That would be 15. And then, you have a 30 remainder, which you can put one more. That would work. Do 3 floors. Don't do the 4 floors. Yes, 4 floors would work, but then you'd have to have one. You could feed one extra one on a line. But then you could just do it that way too. Have 4 floors and just do 1, 2, 3. Take your 480 line, shove it in there. Don't worry about the one extra. Yeah, because. Because you just put the. That's gonna require some good thought. That's a little too much thinking for Sunday. Because really, truly, you have 4 floors, so it doesn't really matter. But the thing that I was trying to do is not have a million of them on the setup. Do one and then, but having the compact of having 4 floors would work. You just can only feed 3 floors and one. But I don't know if I'm going to do it how I would. So every 3 floors you would lose one. But like here. So like if you did. Say like right here. That's outside the build plate. So that's what I'm saying. Like if I had I don't really have enough room to do that there. That would work too. So like if I had the... So if I had that like that, which you'd have to do staggered over because you had to go in. No. Because y'all can't be in line, because y'all can't come in on line. And that won't have it. They won't jig. They won't jig and jag. So let's go back over here. I love how it's clipping into the ladder and the ladder does not. So if I had the... What? I don't even know what that... A shelf unit? Okay. So I just noticed that was a new product. Okay, so this is not letting me put this in the wall because it's on. Okay. So I can't. It's not letting me put it in the wall because it's okay, so you'd have to have basically 4 we'll say 4 like that. 3 plus 4, just for a thing. So then on the outside of your on the outside, you could run them out and run them in. That's what I'm saying. So like, yeah, you could feed. Slice them off 100, because you got, like I said, just 480 coming over. 470. I think it's 470. So you'd be losing 20. But the way I would do it would be feed in, feed out. So there you go. That's how you would maneuver it. Put probably like a bin on the beginning, a bin on the end. Run it through the bins. And then jump from one bin to the next bin, flick through each floor. And then the surplus, run it back down to the beginning. And then you just dump the 480 into it and not worry about it. Well, no, you could dump in 150 for each floor. Yeah, because... 150. It's just 300. Yeah, so if you took the 480, divided it into three, you'd have 156. Takes 150 for each floor. The six can dump off the other side. That's what you'd end up doing. 470, yeah. So that's what I'm saying about figuring out, because like right now I have two belts for 480 coming in there. So what would you do with them? By doing that 4 floors high, that's almost all your machines in one. Yeah, so you'd need, yeah, take your 480 divided by 3 and call it done. 470, I'm pretty sure is what it said to be going out to billing. So yeah, if I can do it like that, which then you'll be able to do probably be something like yeah, one bin here, and one bin here, and then you're just splitters. So you'd have, like, say, just for a quick demonstration, you'd come up to it like this. They're not gonna work. So the first one you come up to, splitter would have you come, yeah, would have you come in and go that way. The first one. The second one, you'd need to come in that way. This one would be the same thing. Should be coming from over there. And this one would be the same thing. So then that's only 60, so minimum belt would work. Why is that not lined up? Nice. First one didn't work out. First one needs a redo. splitter. So you have this, so then this one here would come here. That would then go that way. That one would go that way. This then would turn and go back into that. So then the material would, yeah. And you could probably go like, if you wanted to do an overflow, which wouldn't work right because it's meant to come down, go through this loop, go back out. It's like that would then help you. I don't know why that's not, whether or not yeah, they'd have to get shoved tight to the wall. I don't think that's tight to the wall. Because there's like a 40-foot gap here. And then that would be the same thing you'd have on each floor. So you'd have a bin in and bin out, which would save you on. And you do the same similar setup on the other side. A bin in and bin, well, on that would just be 2 bins on the out. Because you wouldn't need. You could do as many as you needed on the other side to split it up as much as you needed. Because it wouldn't matter. You could just run them straight out through the front here. Leave it undefined. That would work, yeah. Put the roof on it. Sheet the walls in. Probably do some windows in it. But like I said, I probably got a good 3 or 4 hours. If you didn't do it that way, the only way you had to do it is you'd have to split it off in the right fashion when it's coming out of the buildings. So yeah, having the 470 or 480 come in the building and not. So thank you very much for everybody coming out tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're right out here now. As per always, this is Sunday night, so there's not back till Wednesday night on YouTube, and really truly I haven't done much on YouTube, so it might be Thursday night here on Twitch. Let's see who's on here tonight now. We'll read into someone and say hello. Let's see who. I was just making sure I wasn't raiding into the same person. Lady D was last night. Yeah, Sam was the night before. Our guy. That was 14 days ago. Looks like it's... So, thank you very much for all coming out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you all Thursday night or Wednesday night on YouTube.